Hello everyone, this is me George Lampesis. Welcome to another video. So today we're going to talk about launches and what you should not do because a lot of course creators, a lot of people, they do launches and basically they rely only on launches, which is very frustrating. It has a lot of problems when it comes to relying on them on the long term. Of course, emotional stress and everything, right? You've probably experienced it yourself, so I'm not going to get into it, but yeah, so this is very important to understand. And I'm going to give you some proven steps in order to move away from lunches and start crafting something that will make you more money in the long term, but of course, relieve you from that stress, from that 24/7 grind that you have to put in order to rely on one day, which will bring most of your cash earned, right? So, without further ado, let's get into the video. So, stop relying on praying, the proven way to sell your courses consistently. So, this is basically going to be an evergreen type of method that I'm going to be discussing in this video. And so, launching a course is very stressful, right? You spend weeks, sometimes months preparing, hyping it up, and then basically nobody's buying it. And you can be holding yourself accountable, responsible, so saying to yourself that, oh, I didn't do enough marketing, I didn't hype it up. But the truth is, you didn't make any money, and now you're going to be depressed for some weeks, right? Until you get stuff rolling. Or maybe you do get sales, right? But after the launch, it gets back to square one, basically no sales, waiting for the next big promotion, which comes like the next month. And there's honestly a better way to do it. Instead of launching and praying, you just need a system that sells your course consistently on autopilot. And this is what I'm going to be giving away in this video. It's honestly very valuable, trust me. Once you implement this type of stuff into your course business, you will be honestly leveling up so much that you won't even be realizing how far you've come. So in this video, I'll break down exactly how to create an evergreen sales system using email automations, funnels, and small marketing strategies. So you can make sales every day, not just during the week at launch. So and if you're actually ready to scale your course business without constantly launching, you can check out my website. This is my promotion. I just have to do it, like honestly, I don't want you to go check it out if you're interested. It is a profit flow. It is my profit flow system that I came up with. It's basically a proven framework to design to help creators maximize their revenue using automated systems. So if you're interested, again, go check it out. It is an amazing system, but again, you don't have to. Just I had to say it right. So the problem is that most creators follow the launch model, which is very popular. So they basically spend months creating a course. They open cart for a few days or weeks. They push hard promotions. They push hard with promotions and then they close the cart and then no more sales. So basically, you take our like the legendary Jeff Walker's launch formula, right? And you just rely on it, which is a very big problem. It is of course an amazing. Like, do not get me wrong, Jeff Walker is like one of the best marketeers ever, right? What he has done is generational. But relying only on one day to make your whole yearly salary is a bit stressed. Like it's a bit stressed if you understand what I'm talking about. And it's very exhausting, right? You're always chasing the next big launch, hoping this time it will be even bigger. But in between, you get no revenue, which is like your biggest pain point right now. So you're looking for ways to uh try to try to build a system that while you are in this between phase, you have something that generates you consistent revenue. And again, that's the system that we're talking about today. So relying on launches alone is like trying to run a business with the lights flickering on and off. It's unpredictable, unsustainable, and very stressful. So what's the alternative? It's basically a system that sells for you 24/7. It's what we call an evergreen funnel or an evergreen basically, yeah, an evergreen funnel. So, evergreen funnels and how to sell on autopilot. So, instead of opening and closing your course, you need a sales funnel that brings in leads and converts them automatically without you having to do any of the work. It sounds too good to be true, but honestly, this is what a lot of people do, and a lot of people leverage this. And how does it work? So, for example, someone signs up for a free lead magnet. It's maybe it is a webinar, maybe it is a checklist, mini course. Again, you know yourself what is better. Then they're nurtured through an email sequence that builds trust. I want you to remember that email sequence is very important when it comes to having something that runs evergreen. Then they get an irresistible offer for your course at the right time. So at the right time, when I say that, I mean like after the email sequence ends, the welcome sequence ends. And so sales happen consistently without you manually selling them or upselling them. Second one is email automations. So the secret to passive sales. Your email is your most powerful asset when it comes to your course business, but only if you use it properly, which most people don't. Most people don't even use email marketing at all, which sounds, yeah, it sounds kind of complicated for them to them. And I get it from one perspective, but from the other, like if you're trying to scale your business, like you should be ready to jump into hard things and just learn from them, right? So I don't get why people don't try email marketing out. Like it is your most powerful asset, again, as I mentioned before. So instead of sending random broadcasts, set up automated sequences. And so what I mean by that, so you should have a welcome sequence. So basically you warm up your new subscribers and you introduce them to your course or to your offers. Then you have a nurture sequence, which is basically all about providing value. It is all about addressing objections, building demand, changing beliefs, right, limiting beliefs. It's all about warming them up, as I said, like nurture. So then you have the evergreen sales sequence. So this is like an offer. You offer the course at a specific point in their journey, and it's not randomly. The problem with evergreen sales sequence is that um, once you actually start running it for a year, it kind of gets unpredictable because every year, let's say every few months, your customer journey kind of changes. And so if you have this evergreen sales sequence running 24/7 all year round, or like for 2, 3 years, and you haven't really changed it, maybe your customer journey kind of changes and then they don't really like commit to it. They don't really relate to it. And that's a big problem. So make sure to change your evergreen sales sequence here and there. And the next one, and the last one is re-engagement sequence. So you basically follow up with people who didn't buy the first time. You maybe offer them an upsell, a downsell, or maybe like a payment plan or something like that. And this works again because email sequences convert better than any social media because they nurture trust over time. It's basically more long term. And as you probably already know, a customer today needs before they get into this buying decision, they need to look at your offer, come across your offer at least 7 times, which is not a lot, but it is like they have to incrementally come across your offer at least 7 times before they get into this habit of buying decision. And the last one is more pricing and scarcity without fake deadlines. Fake deadlines are a big problem today. A lot of people abuse them, and that's why they kind of have died. So a lot of people don't use deadlines anymore because again, people just customers or buyers, no, not buyers, like people who, yeah, customers, right? They kind of have become cold to them. Like they don't really act, they don't really use, they're not that efficient anymore. And one reason launches work is because urgency, right? This is the whole thing behind the launch formula, Jeff Walker's. People take action because they don't want to miss out, but you can create urgency without fake deadlines. So how do you do that? You use limited time bonuses instead of fake closing soon messages, which again, it's a lot of people do that. So when you like a small caution I have to say is that when you try to use deadlines, like you have to be as honest, as open, as like authentic as you can with them because people again smell them and they kinda get skeptical when they see a deadline. Like they instantly uh I don't know why, but like they instantly get into this mindset that you're like a salesperson or a snake oil salesman or something like that. Then you create a fast action discount for people who buy within a set time frame, which works really well. And then you offer a VIP version of your course with extra perks that expire after a few days. So basically, a VIP version is like your course with extra bonuses. So let's have a small recap about what you learned because you actually learned a lot of stuff today. So stop relying on launches, build an evergreen system instead. Use an automated funnel to bring in leads and convert them without manual effort, and leverage email sequences to nurture, sell, and re-engage your audience. And finally, create urgency ethically. Remember, ethically, right? Using bonuses and fast action incentives. So, If you want to set up a proven system that brings in daily sales for your course, check out the Profit Flow system. It's a step-by-step blueprint to help creators stop launching and start scaling their businesses. The link is in the description, check it out, and let's honestly build your 24/7 sales machine. So thank you so much for watching and catch you in the next one.